Detectives drove up this narrow laneway to the unoccupied farmhouse. They had come from Portlaoise and Portarlington after an anonymous phone call had been received at the Garda station in Portlaoise an hour before. The phone call came from a woman who said men were behaving suspiciously at a farmhouse at Garryhinch, midway between Portarlington and Mount Mellick. The 5 Gardaí surrounded the 2-storey building, and Detective Garda Thornton and Garda Clerkin went in through a rear window. Shortly afterwards, the explosion flattened the house. The Garda died instantly. Detective Thornton was buried in the rubble. The others were hurled into a lane 40 yards away. Chunks of masonry covered the patrol cars, and debris was scattered over a 50-yard radius. As dawn broke, Gardaí and army experts started a detailed search of the farmyard and sifted through the ruins of the house. Gardaí are keeping an open mind on who was responsible for the explosion and are trying to find out how the bomb, estimated at £100, had been detonated. A local man, Mr. Michael Moore, was one of the first on the scene.
I was in bed. It must have been about 12:30, 1:15 in the morning, and I heard this bang, and I didn't know what had happened. I thought maybe it could have been a cylinder outside or something to that effect, and I was about to get up and had dressed at the time when a car pulled up at the gate, and it was my brother, and he says, ring the ambulance and the police straight away, that there was an explosion in Galvin's old disused house. We heard one man in one particular spot grown under the rubble, so we started there and we got him freed, and the sergeant was concerned about another man. He said that he had to be somewhere under the rubble, and we started at it.
Garda Commissioner Mr. Edmund Garvey was also at the scene. He spoke to newsmen about the blast.
Yes, there were a crowd of assassins who lured this young guard to his death and seriously injured others.